Paul McCartney recalls the Beatles' first trip to America as he performs intimate concert in LA. Paul McCartney brought the energy to Los Angeles. "Welcome to Hollywood. We're gonna have some fun," proclaimed the legendary singer as he took the stage on Friday, March 27th as he kicked off a two-night run at the Fonda Theater in Los Angeles, playing 23 beloved hits from throughout his career in small, intimate shows that harked back to the Beatles' early days playing tiny clubs in Liverpool, England. "It's great to be at these little gigs. I mean, it's not that little," McCartney, 83, told the enthusiastic crowd, many of whom were young enough to have parents who were born well after his eras with the Fab Four, and his subsequent band Wings were long over. He nostalgically recalled the 1,200-person capacity club's earlier incarnation as the Hollywood Music Box Theater 100 years ago, before it was renamed in honor of Jane Fonda's father, actor Henry Fonda. The crowd on the floor and in the second-floor balcony during the ultra-exclusive show comprised just the tiniest fraction of the mass audiences McCartney typically entertains in his stadium and arena concerts. "It's very lovely," he said. "It's good to see the whites of your eyes." Although the stripped-down shows were ostensibly timed to promote McCartney's latest effort, The Boys of Dungeon Lane, his 19th solo studio album and first in 6 years, out March 29th, he admitted to the Friday audience that they wouldn't be hearing his freshly dropped single, Days We Left Behind, or other music from the project, for a simple reason. He and the band were still in the process of learning it. "But I'm glad you love it, yeah." Instead, the spotlight was on his beloved back catalog, spanning 6 decades, including a plethora of Beatles classics, including Help, Got to Get You Into My Life, Getting Better, I've Just Seen a Face, Love Me Do, Lady Madonna, Let It Be, Hey Jude, Obla-Dee Obla-Da, Get Back, Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, The End, and especially tender renditions of his late bandmate John Lennon's posthumously produced and released ballad, Now and Then. "Thank you, John, for writing that," he offered, as well as the longtime McCartney signature, Blackbird. Added into the mix were a slew of favorites from McCartney's Wings era, Coming Up, Let 'Em In, 1985, and Jet, and solo period, Every Night, Flaming Pie, and My Valentine, the latter dedicated to his wife, Nancy Chevelle, who was in the theater. McCartney kept much of the focus on performing and kept the stage patter to a minimum, alternating between playing the grand piano and his long familiar Hofner bass, known to fans as the Beatle bass. But he did share a few anecdotes with the audience, including recalling the Beatles' first trip to America. "We hadn't really seen much, and we certainly hadn't seen America, so it was pretty amazing. What we used to notice was that all the guys in the audience were looking at the chords you were playing, and they'd study it, and we kind of liked that, and all the girls weren't." The quip prompted Beatlemania-esque screams from the crowd, which tickled McCartney. "Yeah, the girls were screaming. Give us a Beatles scream." His encouragement prompted an even louder outpouring of appreciative shrieks. He also gave a shout-out to the celebrity and VIP guests seated in the second level. "Hello, people upstairs, the posh seats." He greeted notables including Dustin Hoffman and documentarian Morgan Neville, who helmed the recently released McCartney doc, Man on the Run. "What a story," McCartney said cheekily, adding, "Well done, Morgan, you've done a good film."